Hello everyone, I hope you're doing amazing. Today we are back with another video, and today we are going to discuss about the soul wounds and how can you deal with them. How can you actually understand your soul wounds and help yourself sail out of those wounds. So basically there are five major wounds apart from the other that I'm going to mention now. The first one is the wound of rejection. The second one is the wound of injustice. The third one is the wound of abandonment. The fourth one is the wound of humiliation. And the fifth one is the wound of betrayal. These are five major soul wounds that, especially in the twin flame journey or the souls who have incarnated for their work, they are having a lot of these wounds because this is the karma that they took on themselves and they had to evolve out of it. The humanity had a lot of these wounds, and it can be transmuted only through inner work. So, for these wounds, how can you locate these wounds? Let's say I'm giving you a situation where your twin is going out with their friends, and you feel some trigger and you feel that why is he not going out with me, or why is she not going out with me. It doesn't matter. uh, yeah, it has to be a counterpart. Okay. Or it can also come through other relationships, not necessarily only through your twin flame connection. So you will feel that why is he not going with me, and that is you feeling rejected within. Also, if it is deeper, you could also feel abandoned within. So this is a simple example of how deeply enrooted um, and how deeply coded these wounds are within us. And it looks like a very natural response, but apparently it's not. It's a soul wound and you need to get out of it. Why we cannot carry this for the next part of your journey? Because you are moving towards inner union, and for inner union only, all you need is just unconditional love towards yourself, towards twin, towards everybody. So how would an unconditionally loving person um, react to in this situation? If my twin is going out with somebody, probably he enjoys with them, probably they enjoys with them, their friends. It doesn't mean that it I should take it personally. Okay, it has nothing to do with me. If he would want to go with me, he would ask me also. And it is not that him asking some other person is him rejecting me, or them not valuing me enough, or that you are not worthy. It also, the wound of rejection or any wound, the first few things it triggers is unworthiness and undeservedness. These are other deep, deep kind of soul wounds. Guilt, unworthiness, undeservedness, sexual intimacy, like fear of sexual intimacy. These kind of other wounds are also there, very much imposed on the collective. So uh, what we do is how to embody the unconditional love is you catch yourself, you be mindful of yourself, like what are the underlying thoughts behind your reaction. If you said that okay, if you don't feel anything and there is no underlying trigger, then it's fine, you are in the loving space. If there is an underlying trigger, then you have to work on it. Either do soul healings or do soul based inner work. You can do akashic reading. It really helps you understand the soul equations, soul trauma bonds, and it will help you liberate very much in your journey. Now, for those who don't know any of it, just you have to learn the inner work. Just learn inner work. And you can do it with your higher self. You can do it with, just by sitting it with your journal, pen, paper, and things that need to flow from you. If you're just sitting there honestly, it will flow from you. You have to just give yourself time, space, and honesty. About humiliation, how humiliation feels, because this is something different. um, Constantly feeling humiliated, constantly feeling judgment, no matter the other person did or not. Let's say the other person said that you're so girly, and you would feel humiliation in this. And you know, but the patriarchy has imposed a lot of humiliation upon being a woman, upon being a female, and then you feel like disempowered when someone says girly. In our mind we have a stereotypical image of how a girly woman is meant to look, and perhaps you're judging her, the stereotypical aspect of being a girly, and that's why you find offense in when someone calls you girly. So it is the case with anything. And the simplest way to understand these is let go of judgment. Start to see things factually. How to let go judgment is when you start to see things factually. Okay, I'm a girly because yes, I do have feminine energy, and maybe the person noticed that I am feminine. So what is wrong with that? Is there anything wrong with being a woman, being a girl? No. But also we catch up the energy of mock sarcasm. So things should not offend you unless you're judging yourself in certain way. And judgment is the opposite of love. Where there is love, there can never be any judgment. True unconditional love transmutes all judgment. And learn to understand in what areas of your life you're judging yourself. The moment you really understand and start to see the bigger picture, really open your eyes to understand, you will not need me to guide through like pointers and examples in order to understand that how to identify your shadows, how to identify your wounds. You will be capable enough to handle everything. And if you do find any problem in, you detected some wound and you have that, how do I deal with this, approach me. I will help you with your shadow work questions. I'm most welcome. I welcome you for that. And till then, I greet you. I cannot emphasize enough how much shadow work is important for the inner union, because until you feel whole within yourself, until you start to feel validate yourself, until you start to understand that there is only love within you and no judgment, you will always keep on judging yourself, no matter your twin is around or not, no matter if you are in separation or the person is just sitting right beside you, you're in the 3D union, it does not matter. What matters is how you're feeling within yourself, is how you feel with them. If you're feeling like good, just all by yourself, then your twin will always add up love within you. Have you ever seen a child? A child is flawless. How they play, within themselves, how they are so busy with themselves that they only need their mothers for love. They don't need anybody, in fact, for anything else. That's how we need to be. That's how we can learn things from children, how to be on our own, like so self validated, so self content, that we don't need anybody else to fulfill us. We need them for companionship, to co-create some realities, to grow this world, to accelerate the vibration of planet, not to fill your void. Your twin is not there for that purpose. So always keep this in mind. Thank you.